What's up, people? Welcome back to Kobo Sports Room. As you can see, a different, a different setup. I'm currently not at home, so there's a different setup. But I mean, we still have to find a way to cook the content for you to also watch. Wherever you are watching me, Merry Christmas, Happy Festive Season. It's not even Christmas because Christmas is gone. Christmas was 25th, 26th, right? So, happy festive season to you. Make sure you stay safe. Make sure you enjoy this with your family, anybody, friends, everybody. Just enjoy, rest as much as you can, and then also, be safe. This is very important. Try and be safe. Try and be safe. Stay out of trouble. But today is Monday, and then we have a lot to talk about. But today we are talking about Chelsea. I mean, a lot of things are happening in the footballing world. AFCON is still going on. Yesterday, Cameroon versus Cote d'Ivoire. It was a very, 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 very tough game. 1-1 between each other. Top performance by Cote d'Ivoire and then Cameroon as well. So a lot is happening. A lot is happening. When we settle down, we'll talk about all those things. But today we are talking about Chelsea. We are talking about Chelsea. Chelsea is struggling. Chelsea is struggling, and we need to have a conversation about Chelsea. I sit here, talk about a lot of teams, but when Chelsea is struggling, I am not a coward to just swipe things under the carpet just like that. No, I am going to talk about Chelsea, and that is why we are here. So click on the subscribe button, press the post notification bell, follow us on our social media platform. There is a problem. There is fire on the mountain for Chelsea players, Chelsea fans, the board, and even the coach. Now, the big question is, what is the problem at Chelsea? Or who is to be blamed for this abysmal performances? Now, the two names comes in mind, or the two entity comes in mind. Is it the coach or it is the sporting director? I have series of videos on my platform, series of videos like this, similar video like this on my platform, where as at that moment I sat on this channel and then blamed it on certain group of people. Sometimes it's the director, sometimes it's the coach. So I sat here and blamed these people in the predicament Chelsea is going through right now. But today's video is about Enzo Maresca and the sporting directors, i.e. Lawrence Stewart and Paul Winstanley. These two sporting directors versus Enzo Maresca. Who is the bigger problem in Chelsea? All of them are problems. Don't get me wrong. They are all problems. They all have their problems to deal with. But we are looking for the big elephant in the room. The bigger problem in the room. And that is why I am here to, analyze it for you. It is a conversation. If you watch the video, you comment down below. You let me know what you think about this, editorial on the Chelsea problem. But let's move to Enzo Maresca. I have a problem with Enzo Maresca, and I think all the Chelsea fans also have problems. Some of them have problems with Enzo Maresca. Some minor problems. I have a problem with him for the fact that Joshua Champon is there. He's a very good player. He plays so well. He's 18, young, and you are not giving him the chance to play. I have a problem with Enzo Maresca with respect to William Estevao and the fact that he's not playing the boy very well. He's not playing the boy as much as we all expect him to play. Can we imagine a player starting for the Brazil national team? Look at the attackers these guys have. And when it comes to Chelsea, he cannot even command like 50 minutes per game or even 40 minutes per game. It is shocking. So I have all these problems with Enzo Maresca, and then the fact that how his setup and all of that. I mean, that's his problem. That's his ideology. That's his tactics. So I can't really criticize him like that, because every coach and their approach to games and their tactics. Arteta and then Enzo Maresca learned under the same umbrella, but they're not the same. Orientation might be the same, but the tactics is not the same. So I can't simply fault him for what he believes in, his ideology. Now, when it is not going on well, we will criticize him, we will blast him, we will bash him. So yes, I have these problems with Enzo Maresca and the fact that sometimes he's not playing the right personnels. But let's switch to the sporting director. Don't forget, Enzo Maresca asked for a centre back in the transfer window. Yes, he asked for a centre back. And what was he told? He was told that he has the Sassi, he has Badiashile, he has Tosin Adarabia, he has, Chaloba, he has Levi. As at that time, Levi Cole was injured. He was going for a surgery, an ACL surgery, which will last like 7 months, probably a full season. And he was asking for a center back. They told him he has this kind of center backs, so he should deal with what he has. That is what they told him. The sporting director told him, Chelsea, the coach doesn't have power to sign players. You have power to make an input, but you don't have power to sign players. So if you see any player playing Chelsea right now, it is not the coach's, decision. He might make an input, but he doesn't have the final say. Unlike certain other teams that the coach has final say and all of that. In Chelsea, it is not like that. In Chelsea, it is Lawrence Stewart, Paul Stanley, and then Joe Schultz. Joe Schultz is a recruitment director, so he brings out one or two players, scout one or two players, and then it will go to the top Stewart and then Paul Stanley, and they initiate the move. So the coach doesn't have the power to bring players. So if you see Badiashile and he's not playing well, if you see Desasi, if you see Tosin Adarabia and they are not playing well, don't blame Enzo Maresca, because this coach have proven beyond any reasonable doubt that even with limited resources, he can still guarantee you Club World Cup. He can still guarantee you trophies. He can still guarantee you Conference League. He can still guarantee you Champions League football. He has proven that. So how about you give him what he wants? How about you give him top players? If you give him top players and he's not performing, yes, you can sack him. And as it stands right now, if Enzo Maresca is to be sacked by Chelsea, he is getting a bigger job. Or he's getting a big job as equal as Chelsea, or even bigger than Chelsea. Yes, he will get that, because he has proven at Chelsea with the limited resources that he can be good. He can become one of the top coaches in the world. He got nominated for the FIFA awards as the best coach in the world. He got nominated by Ballon d'Or as one of the best coaches in the world. So he is good. He has his problems, yes, but he is good. But now the sporting directors. Let me use Arsenal as an example, right? Just look at the Arsenal defense. If Gabriel is not there, if Saliba is not there, they play the Arsenal defense. If these guys are not there, who comes in? Mosquera comes in. Piero Hincapié comes in. If you know Piero Hincapié, you know what he can do. He can do as equal job as Gabriel Magalhaes. Yes. If you know him, you know the quality he carries. Piero Hincapié can walk into the Chelsea team and command the starting 11. By his bench in Arsenal, or his bench at Arsenal, that is how you build a team. So if you have Chaloba and even Fofana, even Chaloba and Fofana, there is problems. There is still problems. We still need a top center back and a leader at the back. So there is still problem with the Chaloba and Fofana issue. But the problem is Fofana can't play week in, week out. So if you're a Chelsea fan and you are expecting Fofana to play week in, week out, it is never going to happen. I have come to understand that. Look at what he did with Reece James and his situation. Now Reece James is fit and he's playing. So I understand the coach. If he wants to, manage Fofana's game, I understand him. Fofana is not going to play every day. That is why, as a sporting director, you must find someone who is as good as Fofana or who is as good as Chaloba. But look at the options. Tosin, Badiashile. Are they good as these people? No. Look at yesterday. The Aston Villa game. Just look at the Aston Villa game. Look at how the goals came. It was Badiashile. He basically didn't know what he was doing. So if you are building a team like this, especially in your defense, be rest assured you are not going to get the best out of them. Don't get me wrong. Trophies might come in. This is Chelsea. That's what we do. We win trophies. But are Chelsea going to build a formidable, a solid team? That is where the problem is. And it is the job of the directors to make sure they give the coach the right materials. If you are giving the power, you have to make sure the team is well equipped and the team can compete at the highest level. Don't let the Club World Cup deceive you. We can win trophies. We can win FA Cups. We can win Carabao Cups. Chelsea can win Club World Cup. But will you be able to win the Premier League with this kind of squad? No. Look at your left wing row. Gittins, Garnacho is okay. Garnacho is okay, but look at Gittins. You take 65 or 60 million and you buy Gittins. Look at the lab. Now, Sakwande was so rough. The lab, Aquana so rough. I miss Nicholas Jackson, bro. I miss Nicholas Jackson because when you look at how we were bashing Nicholas Jackson and what he brought to Chelsea or what he brings to the table, the lab on me for a 20% to cram back. This brother this brother comes into a game, he doesn't touch a ball and he gets a yellow card. Like Jimmy and Dawson. The lab no Jimmy and Dawson. You see, so you have all these materials. You can't build a formidable team like this. Now, if you are a Chelsea fan and you want Chelsea to sack Enzo Maresca because you feel Enzo Maresca is not doing things right, you will sack Enzo Maresca. We will bring in a new coach. Let's say Oliver Glasner. We will blame Oliver, and then in 2 years down the lane, we will still come back at what we are talking about. That is if they are not going to change their recruitment plan. I've always had a problem with the directors. And it's not like I hate them. And it's not like when glory comes, we will not celebrate. Cole Palmer, I came here to apologize. You see? But it's looking like always there is a problem with the coach. And the people making the recruitment, we can't talk to them. You can't blame them of what is happening. Who brought in Badiashile? Who signed Badiashile? Who signed Tosin? Who signed Gittins? Who signed Delap? It is not a coach. Yes, Enzo Maresca might have an effect, but he didn't sign them. So you see, if you are blaming the coach and you are not looking at the top, which is the sporting directors, you are making a mistake. If you are a Chelsea fan, you are joking. Because the bigger problem in the room, the bigger elephant or the big elephant in the room, it is not the coach. The coach, we can sack him at any time. But the big elephant in the room is the sporting directors. If you are a Chelsea fan, drop all your comment down below. Let me know your comments. The problem at Chelsea. What is the problem at Chelsea? Drop all your comment down below. My name is Kobo, and this is Kobo Sports Room, and this has been an editorial about Chelsea. Chelsea is sinking. We need to talk. Click on the subscribe button, press the notification bell, follow us on our social media platform. I will see you in the next video. Stay safe. Thank you so much for your time, and peace.